Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudoku and Puzzles. Myself Ashish, and today I'll be covering a video on a puzzle genre called Angler's Puzzle. This puzzle was constructed by Priyam Bhushan for Puzzle Ramayana Contest Evergreen category on Logic Masters India website. So the contest was authored by Priyam and Prasanna Sheshadri as well. So that was one of the really difficult and one of the best contest of PR round this year in 2020. So I will add the link in the description for the contest page as well as the online interface of the puzzle that we are solving today. So let's see how this puzzle goes as created by the new author. So I would really enjoy solving this puzzle, and maybe we can even give feedback on how the puzzle is, right? So there is a contest, upcoming contest on LMI Logic Masters India called Puzzle Zodiac, right, by Jeffrey Barden, and that contest has a angler's puzzle in it. So thought of making a video, covering a video on the angler's puzzle on how to solve such kind of puzzles, so that it will be easy for your for our audience to give the contest at a smoother manner, right? So I'll add the link in the description for the contest page to upcoming contest on the Logic Masters India website. Do check out the contest page. The IB is already released, so you will get to know what kind of puzzles, what genres you will be seeing in the puzzle booklet. So you can still have a practice. You can still have time to practice the puzzle genres, right? So coming on to the puzzle, according to the rules, we need to draw lines from the numbers to fishes. These are the fish, right? So it is nothing but this is a lake which has some fishes in it, and these are the fishermen's. The numbers indicates the fishermen's. So each fisherman will have one fish, right? So for the 11 it will have this fish, but the fisherman will have the length of the lines which will reach towards the fish is given by the number outside the grid, right? So from the 6 you need to have 6 cells that reaches to the fishes, right? So for example, if you say, so we have reached this fish from this point to this point using 6 cells, 1 2 3 4 5 6. The sixth cell as the fish is also counted as the part of the line, right? So these are the rules, and there is no such rule that a cell has to be fulfilled. All the cells have to be fulfilled by the lines, right? So there is no such rule. There can be some cells that might not be used by any of the fishermen or any of the lines to reach the fish. So these are the rules. With the rules we will start solving the the puzzle, right? So whenever you come across an angler's puzzle, the first and the foremost thing that you should do is count the number of cells in the grid including the fish shells, and count the number of the sum of the numbers outside the grid. If the number of cells inside the grid including the fish shells is equal to the number of the sum of the numbers outside the grid, then it is sure that no cell is remaining standard. I mean to say, no cell, there is no such cell that will not be used. So all the cells will be used, because that is the most important thing in an angler's puzzle. The moment you get to know that all the cells are filled in the angler's puzzle, the half of the puzzle is solved. I would say that 50% of the puzzle is solved. So let us see that it is a 10 by 10 grid, right? And the number of cells would be 100 for sure. Let us count the number of the sum of the numbers outside the grid. 6 plus 7 is 13, 22, 29, 43, 50, 60, 72, 79, 90 and 100. So exactly 100 is the sum outside the grid and 100 cells are inside the grid, right? That means that no cell will be kept unused. So that is the most important thing, because what happens is, so for example, suppose you have 11 here, and the 11 has to come out. So it is sure that all the numbers will come out from the cell they are outside with, right? These are the lines, the anglers, right? So what happens if suppose you had 11 here and it is coming out from this way, then you can make sure that the 11 has to go out, because we know that the number of cells inside the grid and the outside sum is equal, which means that all the cells have to be used, and it will have to go up to use that cell. So knowing that the sum is equal is solving half of the puzzle easily, right? That is the first and the foremost thing that you have to go with. The second thing is, okay, again coming to the first thing, I have come across many such puzzles, Angler's puzzles, very few, I would say, not many, very few puzzles that that doesn't uses all the cells. So that makes the puzzle much harder, because you won't know that which cell is not used, and then you will have to, there will be many narrow logics used in that puzzle, right? So this puzzle might be easy, but still, let us see, it is a higher pointer in the contest. It was a 10 pointer puzzle in the contest. So let's see how difficult this puzzle is. But if you see the theme, I really love the theme. See, the fishes that are kept are symmetrically placed. So as being the new author, first time contest or first time creating a puzzle, I would say it's a really good thing to construct such puzzles, right? At the start, if we keep our track or focus on good puzzles, or maybe symmetrical puzzles with very good solving path, then that's the best thing you can do. So this was the first thing that I explained. Number of cells inside the grid will always be equal to the sum of the cells outside the grid, right? The second thing is, always see that a number reaching to a fish at the minimum cells should be of the same parity of the number. So what does I mean? What does we mean by that? So for example, let's see this 14 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? The minimum number of cells required for the 14 to reach this cell, for this fisherman to reach this cell is 4, which is an even number of cell, which means that, which is of the same parity of the 14, which has to be of the same parity. If that is the case, then it is possible for this angler or this fisherman to reach this fish. Now if you see the other fish, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is the minimum number of cells required for this fisherman to reach this fish is 5, which is of odd parity, and the number is of the even parity. Then there is no way possible that you can reach this fish with this cell, with this fisherman, because whatever you go around and come back towards this fish, the number of cells will always be odd, always. So it is just a easier or a simpler way to see the logic is, you can just eliminate a few fishes from the fisherman to reach that fish by seeing the parity, by seeing the different parities. So if this fisherman is reaching this fish by the same parity of the number, then this is possible to have this fisherman this fish, right? But if it is of the different parity, like this one, the number of cells reaching this fish is 5, which is of the odd parity, and the number is of the even parity, then there is no way possible that this fisherman will have this fish, right? So you can just eliminate that this fisherman won't take this fish. Same way for the 14, if you for the 11, it is 3 cells away, right? 1, 2, 3, which is possible. So if you see this fish, the 11 cannot take this fish at all. At any point of time in the grid, it is never ever possible, because it is of the even parity. Reaching this cell is of the even parity, and the number is of the odd parity. So even if you go around and come back for this fish, it will always be of the even parity. So it will either be 10 cells, 12 cells, but never 11 cells. So that is the second most important thing in an angler's puzzle. You can just directly eliminate that which cell will be taken by which fish, or which fisherman will go for which fish, and you can eliminate a few more cells that this fisherman won't use this fish, right? That is the second most important thing. Now with that, we'll start solving the puzzle. The 6 has to go out, though no numbers cannot touch each other, right? And one more important thing is, the anglers, or the lines cannot cross each other. That is the most important logic here. I missed it. So the lines cannot cross each other at any point of time, or overlap each other, right? So with that, we'll start solving the puzzle. The 14, okay. Let's see the 7 now. The most next thing I would say is marking the notations of the same color if you are solving it on paper. So if you are solving it on paper, just mark it that this has A at the side and this has A. If this is the fish that this fisherman is taking, then you can just mark with the A, so that you don't again have to see that fish for the other number, because you already know that this number will take this fish, right? So let's see for the 7 now. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Odd parity, which means there is a possibility that this number can take this fish. But this will be the even now. 7 with the even. This is 6 cells. This is also 6 cells. And this is 9 cells, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which means that the nearest fish possible for the 7 is this fish only. Which means that 7 has to take this fish. Right? There is no other way. And the 4, if you see the 4 has to take this fish. No other possible fish the 4 can take. Right? Okay. Okay, let's see the 6 now. The nearest possible fish of the same parity for the 6 is this fish, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 odd parity, this would be 7, this would be 6, so 6 will take this one, right? Okay, and okay, that is done. And let us see if we get anything else. Okay, so let's see this 14 now. For the 7, if you see, there are exactly 2 ways the 7 can fulfill this fish, right? 4 cannot come here, which means the 7 will be used here. 4 cannot come till this point, and which means that if the 4 is taking this fish at somehow anyway, either this way or this way, this cell will have to be used by 7, right? And okay, which means that the 7 can either take this way or this way. There are only 2 possible ways the 7 can take, right? Which means that all these cells will be either this way or this way, right? So we know that all the cells are used by the fishermen or the lines. That means if the 7 take this way, you will have this way for the 14. The 14 will come around this way, and if the 7 is taken this way, there are only 2 ways for the 7, then again the 14 comes around this way, which means that the 14 is possible this way for sure, and you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maximum 7 cells used, at least 5 cells and maximum 7 cells used for the 14, which means this cell will not be used by the 14, it will again go up, and which means that again this fish will go up, which will be used by any of the number. It is nothing like a loop puzzle. At some point you will just have to use like a loop puzzle, like a Yajalin puzzle, right? If the cells are not, so this cell is used by the 14 now, this cell is used by the 14, which means there will be some line that will be used for this cell. So you can just mark like this, like in a loop puzzle, right? And now again if you see, this 14 has used maximum of 8 cells or 6 cells, which will not connect to this fish, because we need 14 cells, which means this will go up and this fish will come out, which will not touch this fish, and not sure now what will happen. Okay. Oh, great logic, great logic. This is really a beautiful puzzle, I would say. Not very easy puzzle. This is really a tough puzzle to solve, because this is nothing but an intuition kind of thing. You know, seeing that 7 will go this way was easy, 4 will go this way, 6 will go this way was easy. But then seeing that these 2 cells won't be used by 7, right? And so what happens if you use these 2 cells as 7? I'll just show you. It was not possible. It is easy to see, but then too I'll just mark and show you that what happens is. So when you use this way, these 2 cells get stranded. So the only possible way that these 2 cells are used by 7 is the only this pattern, and which will make these 2 cells as standard. So any other possibility for the 7 will make some cells stranded and not used by any of the lines, right? So which means that this will be used by 14, and seeing that the 14 will be used this way is a really good thing. It's a really beautiful puzzle, I would say. And if you see the 7 now, this 7, right, this 7 can use only this fish, because 7 cells, and this 7 cannot use this fish. It can still come here but cannot use this fish. What happens is the 14 gets stranded here. So you will have to see these kind of logics too. So I'll say you what kind of logics I am talking about. For example, for the 10 you have a fish here. Of course you have a fish. For example, assume that you have a fish here. You can directly eliminate that this 10 will not use this fish, because then 11 will get stranded inside, because there is a loop connecting from this edge to this edge, and if there is no other fish inside this closed area, then the 11 gets stranded in between. The same thing the 7 works here. If the 7 takes this fish, the 14 gets stranded in between, and there is no fish inside for the 14 to take, right? Which means that the 7 cannot take this fish, and the 7 will have to take only this fish, right? Which means that the 14 will only have to take this fish now. There is no other way the 14 can take any other fish. Which means that this 7 can take only this fish. Why is it the case? Because this fish will take on this 6 will take only this fish, right? So let us see for the 6 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fourth, same parity, which means there is a possibility for the number to take this fish. This is the odd parities now. If this is the even parity, this will be 5 cells, it would be 5 cells, and it would be 8 cells. And this is also quite far, which means that this 6 will have to take this cell, this fish, which means that this 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, even parity, not possible, which means this 6 will have to take this 7 will have to take this fish, and this 9 will have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possible. So there is only one fish left for the 14, which is this one. It cannot take this fish route. If it takes this fish will get stranded, which means that the 14 will take this fish, and the only fish possible for the 9 is this one, because all other fishes are very far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, even parity. And if you see, what an excellent puzzle, friends, what an beautiful puzzle, beautifully themed puzzle, and with excellent solve path. So if you see now, the moment we have marked the 9, there is only one possible way for the 9 to take this fish, which is this, because this is the minimum number of cells used by the 9 to reach the fish, and the only minimum number of cells used is this pattern, which means that this 7 will have to go this way, and this 14 will have to go this way. So the number of cells used are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 more cells will be used, which gives you 7 cells as for this fish. Excellent puzzle, guys. What a tremendous puzzle this is. Which means that this 4 will go this way. So just to make sure that you get the 7 and the 14, you have to go all the way around and just mark the possibilities for all the numbers with the fish, and again come back to this position to get the number 7 and 14. Excellent puzzle. Which means that the 6 will have to go this way, and the loop, we are just connecting the loop. The 7 will have to go this way, come down, and okay, it cannot go this way, because then it will have to come down and this cell will be stranded, or it will have more cells than 7, which means it has to come down, and again it cannot go this way, this cell will be stranded, it has to come down and go this way, 6 will be this way, right? Superb. So I have just marked these are nothing but the loop continuation, right? All the cells are used, we know that all the cells are used, so this is nothing but a loop continuation. I am just continuing the lines, right? And now this 11 will go with this fish, because this is even, and this is also odd, but if you have 11 with this fish, these fishes will get stranded, right? So that means that this 11 will surely take this fish, and we need 11 cells, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. These are the only possible combinations for the 11. Done. This fish will have to come down, so which means this will have to come down, and you are continuing the loop. This again have to come down, this has to go this way, so which means that 10 will have to take this fish or this fish. So if it takes this fish will get stranded, which means that 10 will have to take this fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more cells required, so this is the combination. 7 is this the combination, 12 is this combination. What a fun puzzle to solve, guys. What a fun puzzle. Anglers is really a fun puzzle to solve, and upon that, if you have such puzzles, beautifully designed puzzles with excellent theme, excellent solve path, then you cannot have a better day, guys. You cannot have a better puzzle for you to solve. And this doesn't seem to be a very new author, right? This is the first contest that Priyam has authored, and it really doesn't seem to be her first first round, I would say. Excellent puzzle, excellent. I really loved in solving this puzzle. I really love the way the puzzle was constructed. So I hope you learned something from this video. I hope you enjoyed solving an Angler's puzzle, and you have learned something, that how the notations have to be used, just eliminating a few cells by the odd even parity, and total sum count. All these are the minute and basic techniques that will surely solve 50% of your puzzle without even solving anything. Summing to same number of cells inside and outside will surely solve 50% of your puzzle. Because what happens is, if I didn't knew that, if at all we had such case that one cell is not used, we won't be able to mark the loop thing, right? That all cells will be used and will get stuck. So using this logic, the puzzle becomes very easy. So I hope you will be able to solve the contest one easily with the tips that I have said in this video. So do like and comment if you want to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.